Notes, check. Sunglasses, check. Hat, check. Thick skin, check. Let's go. Golden Blue Dude back with another video just for the college football fan. So hit that like and subscribe button if you are a college football fan. And go check out our Patreon page when you get a chance. A lot of perks over there. And don't forget our score prediction contest will start back up again in September. Every week we award $20 to whoever gets the closest to the exact score prediction of the game that I pick. The higher the Patreon, the more guesses you get. And you can win as many times as you want. Also, $5 and up Patreons get to pick the live stream that we're going to do. And you get to watch the game with me. And we have a great website designed and created by Joey Foster. I've made several videos talking about Oklahoma and USC situations separately. So I decided to do a video talking about them together. Lincoln Riley at USC and Brent Venables at Oklahoma. Which one got the better deal? And who's going to have more success? So I went back and looked at the stats. That way we can compare the two. We all know that Lincoln Riley left Oklahoma to go to USC, and ever since he's joined USC, he's offered a bunch of excuses why he didn't win a national championship at Oklahoma. There's too much pressure over there because Oklahoma football is the only game in town. There's no other distractions. I'll be able to recruit much better at USC. I couldn't recruit enough talent to win a national championship at Oklahoma. He just kept offering excuses. Well, when Brent Venables got to Oklahoma, here's what he said. A little more time, energy, focus, money, efficiency. It just takes a little more. He didn't really offer any excuses. He just says it takes a little more of everything to get from really, really good to elite, winning national championships every year. I don't know about you, but just strictly going by words, I'd probably prefer Brent Venables. He's not offering excuses. He's like, we're not quite there yet. It needs to take a little bit more. What about what they've actually done? Well, let's take a look at Lincoln Riley first. He was a quarterback at Texas Tech in 2002. Here's his coaching career. From 2003 to 2009, various positions at Texas Tech. Then he went on to do the same at East Carolina from 2010 to 2014. Finally, he got to Oklahoma in 2015, all the way up till this last year, 2021. He was the head coach at Oklahoma from 2017 to 2021. And in that time frame, he went 55-10. That's a pretty good record. 1-3 in bowls and 0-3 in playoffs. So Oklahoma's been pretty good under Lincoln Riley, just not national champions. 2017, they went 12-2. 2018, 12-2. 2019, 12-2. 2020, 9-2. 2021, 10-2. What's the common denominator? 2 losses. And in this day and age, if you have 2 losses, that means you didn't win a national championship. That's 1 loss too many. Now, what about Brent Venables? Let's look at what he's done. He was a linebacker at Kansas State from 1991 to 1992 under legendary head coach Bill Snyder. That's pretty good credentials to start off with. Here's what his coaching career has looked like. From 1993 to 1998, various positions at Kansas State, including defensive coordinator. Same thing from 1999 to 2011 for Oklahoma, including defensive coordinator. And then 2012 through 2021, defensive coordinator at Clemson. And Clemson has had some amazing defenses under Brent Venables. Some national championship defenses under Brent Venables. So here's what he's done in his assistant coaching career. He was part of the 2013-0 national champs Oklahoma team. So yes, the last time Oklahoma won a national championship, Brent Venables was a part of it. But he was also part of the 2001 11-2, 2002 12-2, 2003 12-2, 2004 12-1, 2008 12-2, 2010 12-2. Then on over to Clemson, 2012 11-2, 2013 11-2, 2015, 14-1. They got to the playoffs and to the national championship and lost to Alabama. But the next year, 2016, Clemson went 14-1 and won the national championship. 2017, 12-2. 2018, 15-0 Clemson, national champs. And then 2019, 14-1. So Brent Venables has had sustained success as defensive coordinator with both Oklahoma and Clemson, including 3 national championships. And so far, the difference that I'm seeing between Lincoln Riley and Brent Venables isn't success. They've both had success. The difference is one offers excuses and one offers solutions. There is a difference. Excuses only last so far. Solutions actually fix things. At some point, you have to take personal responsibility for failures. You were the head coach. You were part of the reason why Oklahoma couldn't win a national championship when you were at Oklahoma. Lincoln Riley just flat out admitted. And the biggest flaw was your defense. You didn't focus enough on your defense. You had elite, amazing offenses, but you only cracked a top 30 defense one time in your coaching career at Oklahoma. You will have to do better at USC if you want to win a national championship. And look, USC is going to have a major bounce back year this year. They're going to go from 4-8 to potentially 10-2. And they will be singing the praises of Lincoln Riley because that's going to look like an amazing turnaround. USC won the transfer portal. A lot of talent coming into USC. And Lincoln Riley can develop quarterbacks. He has proven that. But can he develop a defense where he can actually stop somebody to win a national championship? That's the biggest question because the answer to that so far is no. So after the honeymoon is over at USC, they have a 10-win season. What happens after that? Can he win a national championship at USC? If he can figure out his defensive issues, I would actually say yes, Lincoln Riley could win a national championship at USC. Let's face it, the Pac-12 isn't the most difficult Power 5 conference out there. He could easily run roughshod through the regular season. It's when they get into the offseason, the playoffs, the national championship. That's when it's gut check time. And you need a pretty good defense to win a national championship. That's a fact. You will not be able to dance around that, Lincoln Riley. You will not be able to offer excuses as to, oh, maybe we didn't do this right. Maybe we didn't recruit it. It's the defense. Fix the defense and you have a chance. Now for Brent Venables, he already knows what it feels like to win a national championship. Not as a head coach. Lincoln Riley does have that on Brent Venables. He's been a head coach, successful head coach. Brent Venables, a defensive coordinator, but not a head coach. How long will it take for him to adjust to that head coaching role? Well, I think Oklahoma will have a 10-win season this year. Not really a drop-off year, but he won't be where he wants to be just yet. I think once Brent Venables gets used to being the head coach and all the responsibilities that come with it, he could bring a national championship to Oklahoma. Because as you saw in his statements, he doesn't offer excuses. He says it takes more. It's not, well, we couldn't do this or we couldn't do that and not accepting responsibility. He's just saying it takes a little more. He already knows Oklahoma is a really good football program, but they've fallen short. So he realizes there's no excuses. It just takes a little bit more. So I do think Brent Venables will have a lot of success at Oklahoma, and I think he will bring a national championship to Oklahoma even when they go to the SEC. Brent Venables knows how to beat Alabama. And that's a big deal if you want to win a national championship because you probably will have to go through Alabama. And Brent Venables will not be fazed, will not be intimidated by the Alabama brand. Lincoln Riley can't say the same for you. Every time you've come up against a big brand like that in the college football playoffs, you folded under pressure. And that excuse of there's more pressure at Oklahoma than there is at USC, well, when you start having success and USC fans start caring about USC football, the pressure is a-coming, and it will be more than Oklahoma, and we'll see how you will truly handle that pressure. Everything's all hunky-dory, rainbows and pot of gold and all that stuff right now. But what happens to Lincoln Riley when the pressure comes? Will he fold? And I'm not saying that he's going to do bad at USC. He's going to do really, really good at USC. I just don't know if he can win a national championship. And if he doesn't win a national championship, what will his excuses be then? Because the recruiting thing will be out the window. Southern Cal is a hotbed of talent, so you won't be able to use that excuse anymore. So as far as putting an explosive offense on the field, I would have to give that to Lincoln Riley. USC is going to have great offenses under Lincoln Riley. But what about the defense? Is he going to forget about the defense like he did at Oklahoma and then just give a bunch of excuses as to why he can't win a national championship? And then there's Brent Venables, who has won multiple national championships as a defensive coordinator, so he knows what it takes to get to that next level that's so close, but there's still a large gap. It just takes a little more from this level to the next level. I don't see Brent Venables as a coach that's going to offer excuses as to why it didn't happen. He's going to say, we just need to do better. That's the bottom line. So y'all let me know in the comments section, who do you think will have more success? Lincoln Riley at USC or Brent Venables at Oklahoma? That's all I got for this show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next show.